Hello, welcome to Celestial Waters. My name is Demi, so we're going to hop right into it. This is going to be a spirit baby reading, and already I'm feeling the energy of the higher chakras, like the crown chakra, and I'm seeing the color purple, but I'm also feeling like something is unknown right now, something is hidden right now. I'm being shown the moon. The way this spirit baby could be coming through for this group of you is very cryptic. Like a cryptic pregnancy. You could experience a cryptic pregnancy where there is no signs of you actually being pregnant, and some of you guys may not realize until right into like the third trimester. That's the energy that is coming through with this reading here, or there's just something unknown about the pregnancy and about this spirit baby. So maybe you can sense them, you can feel them around you, you know you're destined to be a mother or father. You could be trying to conceive right now. Maybe some of you are just conceived, because I said conceiving. So some of you could literally be conceiving like right now, as if it's happening in this physical moment. So some of you could be pregnant and you don't know. Again, cryptic. There's something cryptic and something hidden about this pregnancy and about this spirit baby that is coming through firstly. So what do the collective most need to hear right now? You could be seeing purple everywhere. You could be drawn to like crystals, like the amethyst crystal, that sort of thing. Maybe you're drawn to wearing the color purple. But when this spirit baby comes around you, it's like they're not revealing who they are, who they're going to be in this lifetime. It's all very hush hush and secret, but you can feel their soul, you can feel their power. You know you're destined to be a parent. You just don't know when they are coming. We have here deceit has come out. So maybe deceit has come out because you have people around you that are envious of you, and they'll also be envious when you do get pregnant. So this could be cryptic for your protection. And spirit babies have said before, when it comes to cryptic pregnancy, obviously that's the way they choose to enter this earthly plane. But sometimes that does happen for the protection of the child, for the fact that they need to be born. So whether like the parents, if they knew that they were actually pregnant and a child was on the way, they could like abort the pregnancy. Or it could be in terms of someone literally doing spell work, because I'm seeing something being thrown to someone doing spell work your way. This could just be the dark forces attacking you because you're doing the inner work, because you hold a lot of light and you're moving up to a certain frequency. And this psychic attack, this evil eye, these hateful energies, they could affect the pregnancy and affect the child. So why it's like shh, it's like a hush hush, keep it on the down low. So those of you, if it's not a cryptic pregnancy, when you do find out you're pregnant, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. But some of you may need to keep it to yourself for 25 weeks. 25 weeks into the pregnancy. We have here daughter, personal healing and happiness. That this is what you've been doing. You hold a lot of light. I'm getting someone who holds a lot of light, like you literally glow. You see this energy coming through your eyes. When other people look at you, this is what they see. They see abundance. They see luck. They see someone who's come from the muck and grown and bloomed into something beautiful. So this does tend to attract a lot of envy and jealousy. So do keep your prayers up. Remember to keep your spiritual walls up. Only allow people and spirits who are closest to the sun, who are closest to Christ, who too hold this purity and this innocence about them like you do, like your blueprint. But there's also something very royal about you. So it's giving you're a chosen one, you're anointed by the Most High God. You came here on a mission to clear the karma within your bloodline, completely close out and break out those cycles and open a new door. So this could even be coming from your family, unfortunately. I feel like some of you would have already known that. And the way I said unfortunately is like, I wanted to like choke up or cry. So some of you could already be aware. And I'm hearing golden. Maybe this is how they see you. Maybe this is your nickname, but I'm hearing golden. But this is your soul. You are golden. You're very, very bright. You're very holy. And other people see this. And instead of doing the work themselves, they tend to just project and throw this nasty energy. It's disgusting. But you are protected. Please know that you are protected. And so were your children. So were your pregnancy. Just keep it to yourself, Spirit are saying. We have the thinking woman. Yeah, and I feel like people throwing crap your way. I'm hearing shade. People throwing shade your way. It could have planted seeds of doubt that kept you up in your head, kept you second guessing yourself. You're not doing this anymore. You've had a reawakening. And as I've said that, oh my God, a white butterfly just flew past my window as I said that. So you guys could be seeing butterflies right now. I feel like they're visiting you to let you know that you have changed. You have transformed into this powerful, look, it's giving this powerful, regal woman. Standing strong, standing in your power, very rooted in yourself and very connected to Mother Earth and to your ancestors. You see all this green and she's wearing green. So it's like you've really been doing work to reach your future self, and now you've become your future self. And maybe people around you weren't expecting you to actually come into your future self. They weren't expecting you to actually change the page, turn the chapter within your Akashic records, and actually step into divine time, actually step into your destiny and your blessings. People around weren't expecting this. They were expecting you to kind of be in this energy and this thinking all up in your head. And you see in the background it's kind of like dark, like it's in this like dingy building. They expected you to stay in this place and not walk into this. Open these doors to your rainbow, to your luck, to your lucky era, to who you came here to be. These kind of energies, rebuke them. Rebuke. They can't come in near you. They're evil. Like all these energies, they're not going to affect you. They did in the past, but they're not going to affect you anymore because you have this armor up, because you've remembered who you are. When you have the remembrance of your soul's blueprint, things are just going to ricochet off of you even more. Whereas before, if you were up in your head, if you were on a lower vibration, this is when the energies can kind of get in. We have here the thinking man. So we have a match. So this is you and your partner. You are a match. If they haven't come in yet, this is who is coming in. You're going to be in a divine counterpart connection, which again is also going to attract the evil eye. But remember, it's going to attract admiration and hope more than it does the evil eye. Hope, a lot of hope. You're going to give a lot of people hope with your connection and who you've become. You're literally glowing. You see how he stands and staring at this crystal? You're literally glowing. I said standing. You see how he's standing? Or I wanted to say standing. So maybe when you met, you could have noticed something about this masculine posture. Like very, very confident, knows who they are. And they were looking at you and watching you. They could have been watching you online first. Or maybe when you met in the physical. Like let's say you go to the same supermarket, the same cafe. Maybe you live in the same building, something like that. They could have been watching you for a bit before they approached you. That's what's also coming through. For those of you that met in school, college, university, the same thing. They would have been watching you before they approached you. You would have been feeling it. But it's different to these people that are watching you. You know, these envious eyes. This is that secret admirer. They saw your value. They saw your light. They saw who you were. And you could feel this. So those of you that are single, you're coming into a connection with a divine union. Others of you, that's your confirmation. You're with your right person. It's how they look at you. And it's when like they think you're not looking and they take glances at you. They like, it's love. It's like this pure love that's coming from their eyes and it's coming on you, but you feel it. It's something about you feeling that energy. You see how they look at you, particularly when they think you're not looking or you don't know. We have here man holding a heart. It's true love. It's that unconditional love. This is what is coming in for you guys, or this is what you have, and this is what other people could also be jealous of, the way you are loved, both romantically and platonically. And the big heart that you have, because I'm getting a lot of innocence, I'm getting a lot of purity, like someone who's very tapped into their inner child, and that's like kind of how you move throughout life, because that makes life more magical, right? Let's get some poems. We have past life, king or queen, vivid visions and dreams, ancient civilizations. You could say I'm an old soul, ahead of the curve. When I talk back, you'll say, boy, you've got some nerve. With a smile on your face, because I never talk out of place. Just quick-witted and a wise inquisition. I've come to teach what many have forgotten. This is also why you're going to get these energies from the dark forces, and there's something about this soul and about the pregnancy it has to be hidden. Past life, king or queen. This is royalty coming through. This is a powerful anointed one. This is Christ consciousness. This is one of God's souls that he keeps in the vault. So when I've been doing spirit baby readings for the past year, I would say in the last like 6 months, 7 or 6 months, I've been tuning into a group of spirit babies who are in this vault. And this vault can't be opened from the outside. It has to be opened from the inside, or it's opened by the Most High God. But what do you keep in a vault? You keep treasure, you keep money, you keep valuables. And when he opens his vault, souls come out. This is spirit babies that come out, but they're a specific souls group. They hold a lot of self-mastery. Very, very anointed in terms of coming through to completely balance the scales between the good and the bad, between this war we've been in, between the light and the dark. They're going to come through, and just by their presence, them being born in this physical reality, is going to shift the pendulum. It's going to completely swing it. This is why there's going to be attacks on you, or anyone is going to be carrying these souls within their womb, because of how powerful they are and what their soul's mission is. Which is why it has to be shh. I keep going to shh. For those of you that are resonating with this, don't tell anyone that you're pregnant until you're 25 weeks in. What is that? Second trimester. We have, I'm over here with Grandma. We have such a blast. She tells me stories from her past. Our souls have been on quite the path. She says to fall in love and make it last. Not a fan of one night stands, but but each to their own. Adults are fully grown. Pick each other wisely so it goes the long haul. Our ancestors won't guide you to a fall. The other parent is half of me. Make sure they're kind, please. P.S. Born in the wrong generation. It will be like I'm from the 50s. This is a very, very old soul. And old, it could be an ancestor. Like a passed over ancestor, could be a grandparent. I'm staring at the 50s. It could also be someone who was in the 50s era when they had their past life. Or maybe this is a passed over loved one who passed away in their 50s. That's also what is coming through here. But they're on the other side with your passed over loved ones and they are watching you. They're both guiding you. I'm seeing two angels, a big angel and a little angel. So that is that spirit baby. But that's how they're appearing. There's nothing little about them. Nothing small or little about this soul. Very, very powerful. And they're very traditional. I feel like you guys may be traditional as well, particularly when it comes to romantic relationships, because I'm hearing no sharing. So maybe in the past you were in connections where people, they could have been playing games, they could have been into the kind of open relationship thing, and you went into that, and maybe for a while you tried to be into that because you could have really have liked someone from your past. But you're like, no, that's not for me. That's coming through for someone. What else, Spirit? This passed over loved one, this is given a grandparent energy, could well be a grandma, because that's what it says on the poem. They're telling you not to settle. We have here, shooting star, quick, make a wish. The ancestors say I'm your biggest gift. Pink bow or blue, the anticipation is killing you, huh? Deep down, you know in your gut. You know that who this soul is and they're supposed to be coming through. And I feel like you also know what you know what that is. I can't tap into it because I'm not supposed to. You know what that is and you're keeping it to yourself. Some of you could even be keeping it from your partner of who this child is going to be, who they're going to become in this lifetime, and maybe when you're going to conceive. That's what's coming through here. You could also be seeing shooting stars. You could be seeing strange things within the sky, because they're bringing up the fact that the other night during the Capricorn full moon, I think it was called the buck moon, I saw two moons in the sky at the same time. I got a video of it. I posted it on shorts on my channel, but that's coming through. So you could be noticing strange happenings and signs and omens within the sky right now. Spirit is saying pay attention, and use your discernment. What's real, what's illusion? Use your discernment. We have here grandma's house. Grandma energy coming through very, very strongly. You are protected by a grandma. She's batting away these shitty energies. I'm hearing an ooh. She's getting rid of these people and these evil eyes. She's batting it away. She's pushing it away with a heavenly blast. And also this grandma could well be coming back through. This could be a reincarnation for some of you. We have here grandma's house, dream catchers and tapestry on the walls. She has a photo next to Niagara Falls and gets uneasy when I stand on her garden walls. The great US of A loves talking about the good old days and how they shaped her in old age. As bright as a button, tells me to watch out for that thing called glutton. You take what you need and that's enough. No human needs to ever feel stuffed. Everything in moderation. She'll be pulling me away from that PlayStation. Go play in the real world. Breathe in fresh air. Let down your hair. This online stuff is getting the young ones into a bit of a muck. So there's this oldness, this old traditional vibe that will be coming through with this spirit baby. They don't really understand these new generations. I feel like there may be like a misunderstanding when it comes to their peers, particularly ones that are too focused on the material, too focused on technology, and not focusing on what really matters, not prioritizing like love and like family and being together in unity. They're not going to understand people like this. That's also coming through. You could be from the US. Maybe you reside there, maybe you were born there, or you could have ancestry that is connected to the US that is coming through. They're also saying Turtle Bay. I believe that's in Canada, so that's also coming through, is very significant. Maybe you guys have native and indigenous roots, or this spirit baby rule. They could be something very native and old looking about them. I feel like they're going to look like their soul. That's what's coming through here. This deck over here, let's get a bit more on the spirit baby, or what they will allow. Who is this spirit baby? Of course, we have monk nun, and that came out with detective. They see, look at this card here, hold on. They see everything. They're going to have a powerful clairvoyance. They could have had a lot of past lives where they were a monk and nun, or they took that pathway of celibacy. I'm hearing celibacy and virtue, so they have a lot of self-mastery. No wonder they're in the vault. This is one of God's prized possessions and treasures, I'm hearing. No wonder they were in the vault. But he's letting them out. You see this down here? Kind of looks like a wheel. When I see the vault, I see a steel, like a wheel. You have to turn it to open it, but it can only be opened from the inside. That's what I'm seeing. There's that confirmation. They've come from this vault. Very special soul. Very powerful. Very special. You're going to feel this and know this even before they come through. They have a lot of colour and a powerful glow about them. And a detective. They could even grow up to work in law enforcement. Again, they're going to be pulling the pendulum back into balance. Because right now things have been very, very chaotic. They could grow up to work in law, be a private detective. Nothing gets past them. Nothing's going to get past them. You're going to notice this when they're a toddler. They see everything and they hear and they see between the lines. Something about between the lines. They could also be a scholar. I'm hearing scholars coming through of religious texts or of holy texts. Because they understand that it's a code and they can easily decode it. When they read like the Bible, the Quran, for example, they're going to be reading something completely different to the average human being. Any more from that deck? Nope. This one here. They want a Divine Masters card. So who is this spirit baby? Who is this spirit baby? Thank you. Isis, of course. Reclaiming magic. Call back your power and what is rightfully yours. They are magic. Look at that glow. Look at that soul. Look at that light. Pure white light. Christ consciousness. Very, very powerful. And they hold so much remembrance. They're connected to ancient Egypt. And they come from a very powerful starseed race. They're pointing to the brightest star. They're pointing to Sirius. So they have connections to Sirius star. But there's something very powerful about their eyes. They could have these huge eyes, very huge eyes. Sometimes even you, when they're looking at you, because they're looking in your soul. When they're looking at you, you could even be like a bit uneasy, like, oh my God, what are they seeing about me? What do they know about me that I don't know? Because they're going to know. They don't want any more from this one. They want to get a page from this tarot, by baby tarot book. What do the collective most need to hear when it comes to this spirit baby? This one. Wheel of Fortune. No matter what, growing up will have its ups and downs, but that's okay. Wheel of Fortune. This is who they are, and it's the wheel. The wheel is so significant. The wheel. They keep saying, yes, I'm from the vault. I'm from the vault. You guys could be dreaming of a vault. Maybe you're seeing the Wheel of Fortune tarot card. You could be seeing it everywhere. Maybe when you're watching Spirit Baby readings, that's the card that keeps flying out. You could be pulling cards for yourself if you have them. That keeps coming out. But they're very, very powerful. They understand and they see the world isn't just black and white. They understand that everyone's playing their role. Even the monsters, even the villains, they're all playing their role. And they're needed because they're a catalyst for people of the light, for people who are anointed to stand up in their power and say, no, we want justice. They're coming to bring justice. Let's get some signs that you guys could be seeing right now from this spirit baby. Angel numbers. It could be 717 that you're seeing, but you will be seeing angel numbers. Specific angel numbers that you connect to your spirit baby. That's what you're going to be seeing. They say 717 is connected to Yeshua as well. The angel number connected to Yeshua. What else, spirit? So that's that guru energy. That Messiah energy that they will most definitely hold. What other signs do the collective need to be looking out for with this spirit baby? Ballet. They could be coming through to do ballet, to do dance, contemporary dance as well. I'm also hearing. I'm being shown a movie, Save the Last Dance. That movie is coming through, so that could have significance to you guys. Maybe it's a favourite of yours. Then we also have here, and there's a school that she gets into. I forget what it's called. It's a very, very famous ballet school, dance school. That school's coming. It's completely left my head. That's coming to mind, so maybe that has significance when it comes to this spirit baby getting into a school like that. And I was hearing scholar. We have, and now I'm being shown like Cambridge in the UK, Cambridge University, baby things. So they're very, very intelligent, both emotionally intelligent, spiritually intelligent, but also they have that intelligence when it comes to using their brain. So you could already be buying things for this spirit baby and getting ready for them to be coming Earthside. You may have purchased them a gift that you were really drawn to, so you had to buy it. I do recommend buying something physical for your spirit baby because this helps you to connect with them and it helps to ground. We have pregnant women, so you could be seeing pregnant women everywhere, but this is also confirmation that you will be pregnant in this lifetime. This soul will be coming through Earthside because it's destiny. Whoa, we have a lot here. Feathers. So You could be seeing feathers everywhere. There's also hearts on this card here. So hearts and feathers will be big ones that will be following you around. And they're also pointing to the angel numbers. So maybe when you see the certain angel number that is connected to your spirit baby, this is when you also, that sign is followed by a feather or by a heart. Cawing crow. The crows will announce it. I'm hearing the crows will announce it. So the crows will announce this spirit baby's arrival. Maybe right before you conceive, you're noticing crows everywhere. And they could literally be like speaking to you and really staring at you. Maybe they're following you. Because I'm seeing someone like walking. It's like you're hiking. You're going for a walk in the woods. And there's like crows kind of like flying above. We have a lightning. So lightning could be very significant. Maybe it's thundering and lightning when you conceive and when you're due to be given birth. But also it's like this lightning is announcing this soul coming through. And this is who this soul is. They're coming to shake things up. They shake things up to bring things back into balance. And they come from a very powerful soul group. We have hot air balloon. Yeah, very ascended. Very, very ascended. Someone could have a fear of heights. Maybe it's you or your partner could have a fear of heights. You could also have had a date for some of you on a hot air balloon. Or you will in the near future. This deck? No, this one. What else? I'm going to start closing out this reading. What else does the collective need to hear when it comes to this spirit baby? Umbrellas are significant. You know that they're really colourful umbrellas. Like the umbrellas you get in like a cocktail. That's coming through as being very significant. Maybe like on your first date. So when you go out with your partner, you could really enjoy going for cocktails. And maybe it's always the man. Because I'm seeing a woman there, like a woman there with like a pint of beer. And then the man's got this cocktail with like these fancy things within it. And the woman could be like teasing. That's what's coming through. What else? Who is this spirit baby? And what else does mum and dad need to hear? We have lilac, higher realms and magic. Yeah, so there's a connection to the crown and to the higher realms. Very powerful connection to the Most High God that is coming through here. You guys could have recently purchased an amethyst crystal. Or maybe you tend to go for jewelry, like crystal jewelry of the amethyst. That is what is coming through. Or you could just have jewelry. It doesn't have to be a crystal, but it could be a purple colour. I'm seeing a pendant, but I'm also seeing a ring. And you could go for like pieces of jewelry that are very, very expressive and that are native to your culture. That's also what's coming through here. But this is what you have been doing. The inner work you've been doing it to get to your castle, to get to your wish fulfillment, to get to your destiny. And this is also what this spirit baby has been waiting for, because they could only come through when you're at a certain vibration. When you've opened this door to your destiny, to your blessings, to those opportunities that were always supposed to be coming for you in this lifetime. What else, spirit? And there's also that confirmation of where this spirit baby comes from. Higher realms, and they're very connected to magic. And I'm being shown Harry Potter and Hogwarts. So maybe they'll even end up going to a university that is for spirituality. We have orange, connection and attunement. Yeah, they have a lot of fire about them as well, but they're very tapped into who they are and to what this world is and what they need to be doing in this lifetime. They're going to be coming through and wanting to get on with it right away. You could notice that they grow faster than the average child. And they could grow to be very, very tall. If they're not tall in stature in the physical, they're tall in the spirit, and you will feel it. Other people will feel it. It could feel like they're towering over you when they're a little toddler sometimes because of their energy. What else, spirit? Thank you. We have gold, cup of replenishment. This is a very favourite soul of God. Very favourite soul of God. I'm hearing, I'm trusting you with my child. I am trusting you with my child. This is the Most High God saying directly, I'm trusting you with my greatest gift. They're an infinite gold being. They hold a lot of self-mastery, and they're coming through to bring this energy to earth because it is needed right now. This balance is needed right now. More people need to be waking up to the fact that they too are infinite, that they too hold Christ consciousness, that they too can have the cup overflow, that they too can come home to the Holy Grail. This is what the spirit baby is coming through to remind us and teach. And you see the heart on the cup here. You could be seeing a chalice like this, photos. Maybe you guys have one on your altar. You have one within your home. Anything else, spirit? No. So that's all the messages coming through with this reading. I hope it did resonate with someone out there. If you want a personal spirit baby reading, my website will be in the description below. But I'll see you in another video.